Morning peeps, good morning everyone. How's everyone doing? Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, like, share, subscribe. All right, where do we start? That was incredible. It was, wasn't it? Incredible. Exceeded all my expectations. Like, I kind of knew how that fight would play out for the first 4 or 5 rounds. After that, didn't have a clue. All bets were off. And yeah, it was fantastic. It was. Where do we start? Do we start with the fight? Do we do a deep dive into how Chris Eubank Jr. got the win? Do we talk about Eubank Sr.? I mean, he fooled us all. Did he? Well, I'm still confused. Was that moment when he's talking after he's done the mile walk with Michael Watson and Nick Blackwell, and he's talking to Seconds Out on IFL TV, was that all just part of it? Like, I'm still thrown by it all. But I will say this, that moment when the door opened and it revealed Chris Eubank Sr., I will never ever forget that moment for the rest of my days. Like, that was the moment of all moments when it comes to British boxing, maybe even world boxing. Honestly, it was just perfect. It was perfect. Like, I tweeted, like, even the professional wrestling script writers couldn't write a script like that. Like, honestly, so was he playing us? I'm baffled. But I don't care. It was perfect. The night needed it. Like, the night was already good. The night was already great, but it needed that Eubank Senior moment. Oh, and it got it. And then, so Senior opens the car, the smile, Eubank Jr. rolls round, and they're both standing there, and then it cuts to Nigel Benn and Conor Benn watching it. That minute is the greatest minute I've ever experienced watching boxing. I'm not even joking. Like, normally the minute would be in the ring. No. That minute of Senior opening the door, Chris Eubank Jr. coming round, them getting in the lift, and then it goes to Conor Benn and Nigel Benn. God. Like, just, inject me with that moment every time I'm down in life, please, God, please. It was fantastic. And then he walks up with him onto the stage, or he comes out to Simply the Best, and then it goes to Chris's music. But that's all well and good, right? That's all good. All the build-up, all that stuff is good. The build-up was fantastic. The egg slap. I mean, you can go back 2.5 years if you like. All the build-up is all well and good. Will the fight deliver? And it went past, again, everyone's expectations. Nobody. And I don't want these people that try and play Monday morning quarterbacks. Nobody expected the fight to deliver the way it did. Nobody. Everyone thought, okay, look, Conor's going to be flash and fast and aggressive for 4 or 5 rounds. Then he's going to die down. Eubank might have a problem and slow down because of the weight. These guys, I don't know what they got paid, but they were worth every penny. You know how many fights I've covered where fighters talk the talk, and look, ultimately it's difficult, right? But fighters talk the talk and ultimately they get in the ring and it's a dud. And you're like, you've just sold us. You've sold us all the hype and all this, and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. You get in the ring and it's a fucking chess match and you're like, oh, this is just boring. I've sat ringside at those fights and I'm like, this is just crap. This one, they undersold it because these guys were there for 12 rounds kicking the shit out of each other. That's the best way I can describe it. They were doing things that I didn't think the other could take. Honestly, I didn't think the other could take the punishment that the other was shipping or delivering is the right phrase, yeah. Like, I knew Conor was going to be fast and aggressive, and he was for the first 4 rounds. I didn't think Conor had the gas tank or the experience to do that for 12. Didn't. He hit Eubank with some of the biggest right hands and left hooks like Eubank's ever been hit with. Maybe ever. I mean, George hit Eubank with some big shots, but not that number of shots. Like, I'd love to see the punch stats. Like, he teed off on Eubank with some big right hands so many times. I'm like, how is Eubank standing? And then Eubank teed off on Conor. And Eubank looked massive. I did say Eubank's going to be about 20 pounds heavier. Did you guys see it now? I said it. Conor probably walked into the ring around 165. I'm telling you now, from the morning where Eubank weighed 170, which was, I think, about 11 in the morning until fight night. So 10 p.m.? So what's that, 11 hours? I'm telling you now, he's putting on about 15 pounds. Eubank walked into that ring, I'm telling you, around 185. He was about 20 pounds bigger, and you could see it. There were times when he was pushing Conor back to the ropes, and there was not much Conor could do, and he's fucking landing, and he's teeing off, and they're going to the body, and I'm like, this is incredible. I'm like, this has to slow down. It has to slow down, and it didn't. It didn't. That's one of the best fights I've ever seen. And everyone was like, oh, Ade, calm down. No, I won't calm down. That's one of the best fights I've ever seen. Like, it is. This isn't me, being in the moment. I'm telling you now. That's one of the best fights I've ever seen. Like, again, what you normally get from really, really good fights is you normally get, if it's a 12-rounder, you get moments in a 12-round war. Or you get rounds within a 12-round war. This had 12 rounds. Like, they didn't let up. There were times, I think it might have been round, my brain's a bit scrambled, but it might have been round 7 or 8 where I thought, okay, they've slowed down a bit. And in the last minute, they just fucking went turbo again. And I'm like, how? Like, the resolve, the grit, the determination that both of them had needs to be applauded. I know that Conor's been shitted on a lot, and rightly so, right? Some will say, no, rightly so, because of the drugs test. Surely you have to show him some respect for that. Even those of you that hate him and despise him, you have to show him respect for that, man. Like, that there was just brutal. Like, I was watching Jamie Ward interview Chris Eubank Jr. And I thought Jamie did a great job all week. And I was thinking, stop, just let this man go to the hospital. Because I could see it in his face. Like, I've interviewed fighters and I can see when they're concussed. He was concussed badly. His face had swollen up, wasn't it? Same as Conor's, like, swollen up. And I was like, just let these guys go to the hospital and check themselves out, because that was brutal. Honestly, that was brutal. And, like, some people say you don't recover from those type of fights. Fingers crossed they do, and I'm sure they'll be fine. But that was brutal. Conor showed so much resolve and grit, especially in that last run when he clearly on his feet, out on his feet, and he's shipping shots, and he body, head, and Eubank's really starting to dig with the uppercut. And the only thing that keeps Conor on his feet is pride and ego and fitness and will and grit and determination. Same with Eubank. There was a couple of times where Conor's going to the body and you can see Eubank's done. But he's like, I'm not going down. I'm not letting you, Conor Benn, beat me. No way. Not in front of my father. Ain't happening. Oh, I'm exhausted. That was so good. 116, 112 fair. You could maybe 115, 113. But the right man won. I don't want to see it again. I'd rather Eubank go to 168. Conor, if he can make 147, go to it. I don't know if he can. But if he can, he's a problem. He's a problem. I don't care what people tell me. He's a problem. That guy has got so much speed. And I think we saw that he can take a crack as well. So he's got speed. He's had a fight on the big stage. He's now got that big stage experience. He went 12 rounds at a crazy pace. He's now got that experience. He's got a chin. He's now got that experience. His output's incredible. He's now got that experience. So now, if he's ever in a tough fight, he knows he's got it. And you only know you've got it if you've done it. He now knows he's got it. So if he can make 147, I'd have some fights at 147. There's a few American boys that I wouldn't mind seeing Conor in with. Honestly, those three in America, not Ennis, I'm talking Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney. I'd pay my money, everything I've got, to see Conor in the ring with those guys, because Conor looked explosive. And look, there's going to be some that he's not ready for that. Let's see. As for Chris, obviously it's got to be 168. But he only wants one guy at 168, and that's Canelo. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, me in retirement talk, it took a lot of punishment yesterday, 35. But look, he'll heal up and it'll be fine. But there is a lot of, both of them need to press the pause button for at least 5 or 6 months. Press the pause button. No rush. Don't rush to fight again. But no, honestly, guys, incredible. Honestly, just something very, very special. We'll do more reaction to it throughout the week. What next for both, the usual type of videos. But I wanted to quickly get a video up. My voice, as you can hear, is gone or going. Thank you to everyone that jumped on the live yesterday. 10 out of 10 main event. 10 out of 10 main event. Should we quickly run through the undercard quickly? The stars of the undercard, Aaron McKenna and Vidal Riley. Both of them slight underdogs. Aaron McKenna, a big underdog against Liam Smith. Looked sharp. Looked very, very fucking fast as well, didn't he? Liam didn't have an answer for him at all. I thought Liam would get to him. Didn't. Vidal, though, you know, someone said that I put Vidal in with Brandon Glanton to see what he does. No, put Vidal in with CBS. I put Vidal in with CBS right now. Call me mad, but I think Vidal beat CBS. Just saying. Either that or you put him in with, is it Mascara, the guy that beat Chev Clark. As for Chev, looked flat. I don't understand the switch to Virgil. I don't know if that was to maybe get something, but Virgil just, not for me. I mean, Virgil is a good trainer for a certain type of fighter. The aggressive fighters need to be aggressive. Chev's an aggressive fighter. Boatsie's an aggressive fighter. I feel like he's taken something off those guys, personally. I think he's a great trainer, but a trainer for a specific fighter, not Chev. Not Chev at all, but Vidal looks special. Be interesting to see what Chev does next. I mean, that's 2 defeats now, European level, British level. And yesterday, let's be honest, I could have had that shutout, you know. I mean, I could have had that 12 rounds to zit. 12 zit to Vidal. Brandon Glanton, CBS was just not my type of fight, to be honest. I just didn't like it. It was messy. It was up close. It was just flat. To be fair to them, no one was in the arena or stadium. If they fought maybe co-main event, maybe you get a bit more from both, but I just thought it was flat. But congratulations to CBS on the win. And Anthony Yard, don't know what to make of that performance. I feel like I need to watch it back because I think many thought that Anthony Yard was going to run through Lyndon Arthur, and obviously he didn't. I mean, I was very close. Like, Lyndon could have won that fight, you know. Like, if I go back and score it round for round, Lyndon could have won, but I thought Anthony Yard had a good last 2 rounds. But is that enough to warrant some of the big names that he's being linked with? Like, do we now want to see that? Sorry, do we now want to see Callum Smith after that? Do we see Boatsie? I know Boatsie's coming off a loss, but Boatsie's performance against Callum Smith was much better than Yard's performance against Lyndon. I know it's all fucking what I just said, but you know what I'm talking about. But look, guys, I'm going to go and rest up. My voice is gone. But again, thank you so much to everyone that popped on the live. It means a lot. If you only just passed through or you stayed for the entirety of it, we went for 6.5 hours. So if you stayed for the entirety of it, you're mad. But if you pop by, I appreciate it. I can't wait to do car diaries this week because I've got so much to say. Peace.